Hello, teachers and students. I'm Zheng Mengyao, and today I'm honored to present my research project titled "A Study on Chinese National Operas: Reference to Western Musicals." This research focuses on how Chinese national opera has drawn on the structure, music style, and the stage techniques of Western musicals to enhance its own expression, audience engagement, and modernization. My presentation will cover the following sections: research background and significance, research questions, methodology, case analysis, results, and conclusions. Since the 21st century, Chinese stage arts have increasingly explored the integration of ethnic culture with modern theatrical forms. Chinese national opera, rooted in folk music and traditional storytelling, has entered a phase of innovation and fusion, especially under the influence of global cultural exchange. Western musicals, with their strong narratives, rich musical language, and advanced craft, have provided new inspirations for Chinese opera creators. This research is significant for several reasons. It supports the modernization of Chinese national opera. It enhances the appeal and dissemination of national art. It promotes the integration of Chinese and Western theatrical forms. It reflects cultural confidence and creative innovation. It offers a new paradigm for artistic creation and education. To guide the study, I formulated four key research questions. How has Chinese national opera adopted Western musical techniques in its narrative structure? To what extent has the music style, orchestration, and vocal technique of Chinese national opera been influenced by Western musicals? How does Chinese opera preserve its cultural identity while integrating foreign elements? Has the adoption of Western musical features contributed to the modernization of Chinese stage art? This study uses two primary research methods: literature analysis and case analysis. I reviewed academic works and theses related to the development of Chinese national opera and Western musicals. Key references include works by Wei Hong, Chen Peng, Wang Qian, among others, which provided theoretical support and background for this study. I selected three representative operas: 沂蒙山, 白毛女, and 运河谣. These works were analyzed in terms of their structure, orchestration, vocal techniques, and dramatic expression to identify the influence of Western musicals. This paper points out, through a comparison of Chinese and Western musical cultures, that Chinese music is gradually aligning with Western styles in terms of structure, rhythm, and modes of expression. It clearly states that Chinese national opera, in drawing from Western musicals, has adopted features such as strong narrative coherence and smooth scene transitions, thereby enhancing the dramatization of stage productions. This trend provides a solid theoretical foundation for improving the artistic appeal of national opera while preserve its ethnic characteristics. Wei Hong's research analyzes the integration of Chinese and Western music from the perspective of musical style. It points out that Chinese national opera has gradually absorbed expressive techniques from Western musicals in terms of orchestration, harmonic systems, and rhythmic variation. Particularly in modern national operas, Western symphonic orchestration is widely employed, thereby enhancing the musical expressiveness and textual richness of the works. Chen Peng's article directly discusses the influence of Western opera on modern Chinese national opera. He points out that Western opera has had a profound impact on stage direction, character development, and vocal style in Chinese national opera. Many works draw on techniques from Western musicals, such as psychological auras and thematic motive development, to express characters' emotions and drive the narrative forward. Can analyze the inspiration that Western musicals have provided for Chinese musicals theater and national opera, with particularly emphasis on narrative pacing, scene transition techniques, and character interaction design. She argues that these borrowed techniques have given national opera a more modern stage presence and enhanced the audience's immersive experience. Also, the article primarily focuses on electronic music. It highlights that traditional Chinese musical elements are often reimagined in modern media through the adoption of Western formal logic and technical structures. This perspective indirectly supports the idea that national opera's cross-cultural integration follows a model of structural adaptation and technical externalization rooted in Western musical theater traditions. Zhao Yan explored the fusion of Chinese and Western elements in piano works, but his analysis is equally applicable to vocal stage works. He notes that in terms of compositional thinking, Modern Chinese music increasingly adopts Western techniques such as tonal expansion, polyphony, and emotional progression, all of which are particularly evident in national opera. For example, emotional intensity is heightened through layered harmonies and sections that mirror the emotional build-up zones found in Western musicals. In summary, the six reviewed studies provide substantial evidence demonstrating that Chinese national opera has drawn upon elements of Western musical theatre on multiple levels. This process of adoption and integration has not only facilitated the modernization of Chinese national opera, but also endowed it with a more diverse expressive form, thereby supporting its international dissemination. This is 沂蒙山白毛女案的运河谣. Let's briefly examine each piece. 沂蒙山, this opera adopts a continuous composition structure similar to Western musicals. It makes extensive use of choruses and duets, and incorporates psychological areas that express inner emotions, characteristics typical of modern Western musical drama. 白毛女, it uses a multi-actor narrative structure and clear character motifs. The orchestration includes symphonic elements, reflecting the influence of Western operatic traditions in its music design and dramatic pacing. 运河谣, this opera features solo passages that explore inner monologue and applies Western harmonic and symphonic orchestration techniques. Its musical narrative is more layered and emotionally nuanced. These examples demonstrate how Chinese national opera has incorporated Western musical elements to enrich its expressive capabilities while still retaining its unique cultural essence. Based on the analysis, several important findings emerged. Chinese national opera has evolved in narrative structure and emotional expression due to Western influence. Musical language has become more diverse, combining traditional and modern Eastern and Western techniques. Character emotions are expressed with greater dramatic depth. Stage presentation has modernized with improved visual design and scene transitions. The fusion of styles enhances the transmission of cultural values and increases public engagement. This research helps to highlight how traditional Chinese opera can adapt in a globalized context while maintaining cultural identity. conclusion and reflection. Strengths of the study: it addresses a timely and meaningful topic. The selected cases are representative and well analyzed. The interdisciplinary perspective strengthens the relevance to both music and cultural studies. The research offers practical value for future artistic creation. Limitations: case studies are limited in number. The lack of field data limits real-world audience insight. The depth of Western musical analysis can be further expanded. Some conclusions may be influenced by subjective interpretation. In summary, Chinese national opera has successfully borrowed techniques from Western musicals, such as structure, performance, integration, and aesthetics to enhance artistic richness and audience appeal, yet it continues to preserve its cultural roots, embodying the concept of Chinese essence with Western application. This East-West synthesis provides valuable direction for the modernization of national opera and offers fresh perspectives for the global dissemination of Chinese performing arts. This is my reference. Thank you all for your time and attention. I look forward to any feedback or questions you may have.